This morning, the driver of the trailer involved in the Broncos bus crash that killed 16 people pleaded guilty to all charges. The plea hit families of the victims particularly hard, some wondering how can such a tragedy be avoided from ever happening again.
To hear him use his own words to plead guilty, it was a powerful second for sure.
Scott Thomas lost his 18-year-old son Evan in the crash. The plea comes as a relief.
All I've ever told my kids is speaking about accountability and responsibility.
Jaskarat Singh Sidhu pleaded guilty to 16 charges of dangerous driving causing death. It's one more step in the grieving journey Thomas has endured since the collision.
He was responsible for that accident scene, and now we can move forward with the next part of this.
His wife, Lori Thomas, tweeting, "This has been a difficult time for our family. Evan was an amazing kid. Miss you every day, my boy." The Broncos were on their way to a playoff game when Sidhu smashed his truck into the team bus at an intersection. The tragedy forced different levels of government to review trucking and seatbelt laws on highway buses. Ontario was the only province with mandatory training for new truck drivers. Starting March 2019, Alberta and Saskatchewan will join Ontario.
Humboldt really brought into focus the importance of making sure that people who operate large vehicles on our highways are fully trained and competent to do the job.
Transport Canada will demand seatbelts on highway buses be mandatory starting September 1st, 2020. Also weighing in today, the team says the Humboldt Broncos organization is relieved that this has been resolved without the need for a drawn-out trial, and thank Mr. Sidhu for taking responsibility for his actions and pleading guilty. Sidhu's sentencing hearing is set for later this month. In Edmonton, Dalia Ashry, City News.